What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video we're going to be checking out JASMY. So JASMY gang, hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. So just getting into the daily, we had a subscriber ask about price targets, so we'll get into that. I did find a bars pattern, so stick around for that, and at the end we'll be going over stablecoin dominance. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. So we got JASMY here on the daily, right? JASMY here on the daily. Looks like we're in a three-wave move to the downside, right? Looks like we're in an A, B, C, right? We were finding some support right at this 236 for a while, this 1408, and it looks like we want to go lower, right? It does look like we want to go lower, possibly taking out this low, possibly taking out that low. And so right now I'm going to get rid of this. This was just for the 1-2 setup. Right, 1-2. We tried to get up to your 2272. You got up to your 2, past your 1618. Sufficient, right? Sufficient. As long as we stay above, we need to stay above closing. I mean, look at this. We like touched the 1-3. You know, I'm gonna put this on the weekly. All right, I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna put this on the weekly as well. I'll leave that on there for now because I'm going to throw this on here because we got to stay above this. We got to stay above that. We can't close below that. Let me rephrase that. We can't close below that. What have we done in terms of this correction? Let's find out. Let's find out. Where are we right now? Yeah, I mean we're below. Yeah, we're below the 786. We are trying to reach for that 886. Right, I mean if you really take this low through right there, you're still below everything. Still below everything. Is there more confluence? It's like more areas of interest. Yeah, I mean, yeah, slammed down through everything, came back up. What about this B wave? Is this B wave sufficient? Is this B wave sufficient? Yeah, right to that 382. I mean, you can't make it up. Right to that 382. So the 382 is 1453. What do we get to? 1454. So that's a weak, strong A wave, weak B wave. I mean, you know the recipe, right? You're looking for a strong C wave, right? And it does match up with the bars pattern I took, right? I mean, if we do, then we're taking out this whole setup. As long as we wick, as long as we don't close. I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to leave this up on the daily for now. Leave this up on the daily. So for now, it looks like we're in a three-wave move. We're trying to make sure that this 1-2 setup doesn't become invalidated. If we close below 1381, if we close below 1381, this whole entire thing is no longer valid. And we need another 1-2 setup, right? You cannot, according to Elliott Wave, you cannot close below the wave 1 low. Right? You cannot. We already got down below the 786. It's a pretty harsh correction, if I'm being honest, right? Pretty deep correction overall. So, right, this is just, you know, more things to deal with, if I'm being honest. Overall, this does look like it's starting to look like a complex correction. This whole entire thing. Like you could have your A, your B, and your C, and like your W, X, Y. I don't know for sure quite yet, but I am going to do some price targets for when we do get out of here, because we are going to get out of here, right? We are going to get out of here. It's just a matter of when, right? Not a financial advice or not financial advice, but you know, it's just a matter of time. This is pent up aggression. So we're taking the high to low for our extensions, right? Key levels that we're looking for to get to, right, is at least this 1618. That's the minimum target of this next move, right? It's 2618, also something that we're looking to get to, and then it's 4272, right? That's just for the next move, the next wave. I think when we finish out, we're going to be interacting with this trend line up here at this 8 to 9 cent mark. Right, 8 to 9 cents we did every time so far. We have every time. All right, 1, 2. Right, we've done it twice. And so if we come up with a wick, right? If we come up with a wick, get rid of this. Right, if we come up with a wick, and we like interact with this as a wick and then slam down, yeah, it's over. I do believe it'd be over. It's that's the worst look, right? If we do something where we do come up through here and then kind of flag out down through here and then try to go up, then yes, I do think higher prices, that 10, 15 cent, 20 cent, 25, possibly 30 cents at the max. 30 cents at the max, in my opinion, at the very, very, very max. But it all depends on this. It all depends on this. How do we interact with this? Do we wick up? If we wick, if we blast through everything, that's not good. Right? In my opinion, for long term. If you just want to get in and get out, that's fine. Because let's see from where we're at right now. What are we at? We're at 1-4. Where we're at? We're like right here, right? Something like right here. It's a 500% move. You know what I'm saying? It's not a light move, but I think there's a lot more potential, right? So I would like actually to come up, close above, right? Come up, get above here, and then flag out. And that doesn't mean a straight line up, right? You can come up, right? Do something like this. Come up, and then come all the way down. Like have an actual like 3-wave pullback. Alright, my mouse is terrible. But yeah, I would like that, because then you're building momentum to break through here. You break through this with like a solid candle, and then you start closing candles above this. Oh yeah, you're going to, right? Not a financial advice or not financial advice, but yeah, we're gonna see some, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, I will have some in the reserves for that, right? But right now, right? Let's not. I do like talking about price targets, but right now and from the bars with the bars pattern I took, it just looks like we want lower. It looks like we want lower. We're already interacting with this trend line once again, right? Are we gonna hold it? I don't know. This looks bearish, right? Everything looks so good, and then look at this now, right? We broke out, fake breakout, fake, right? Fake. And now what are we doing, right? We broke down. Right, so we've broken down every single avenue. I can throw on here like something like this. See how we interact with this. Something like that. Yeah, let's see how we interact with that. Looks pretty bearish. It looks like we want to go down. We did get momentum on the Fu Manchu. We haven't had momentum on the Fu Manchu since August, the middle of August, right? We haven't had momentum since the middle of August. Just living down here. Just living all down here. You have 1, 2, 3 little blips, but the rest you're just living down. And if you don't know, so this is my version of the MACD. I do like the MACD. It is a lagging indicator. This is also a lagging indicator, but I like the visuals. I like to see, it's MACD for me. It's kind of like, I just don't prefer it. Just straight up, I just don't prefer it. I prefer this. I like seeing the waves. I grew up in Hawaii, so surfing, I just like the waves. I like to see the blue, and that's what I like, right? Potato. You can use the MACD. These are the stochastics, right? So right now our stochastic is crossed down below, and what do? We started just going down, right? But we do have bullish momentum. So yeah, so let's see. I do want to see how we interact with this this lower aspect of the trend line down through here. But we have work to do, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel, you get above this 46.85, you target 52.25, right? We did that right here. We got above, and what do? We just could not close above it, right? Just living down below in this area. Right? You have blips right here. You have a blip right here. You have a blip right here. But this is April, right? A little bit of April. So let's get to the 4-hour. All right, we got a bars pattern up through here. I took it from the move before February's move. Yeah, February's move. And I think there's some confluence to this, right? So this is on the 4-hour chart for JASMY. This is a bars pattern. So this is just a relative pattern that has already happened in the past. Doesn't mean we're gonna do exactly the same thing, but there can be some similarities, right? So we came up, we came up, we came up, right? We slammed down, right? We kind of worked our way up, we worked our way up, right? We came back down again, came back down again, right? Kind of worked our way up, came down a little bit, kind of flagged out, got another run up, got a run up, and now we're kind of in like a three-wave move to the downside. Now we're in a three-wave move to the downside, right? And so what do we do here? We kind of came back up a little, we kind of chopped, came up a little bit. So we do chop and come up a little bit, and then look at this. Look what we did. We took out this low. All right, so I think we're going to take out this low. I think we come up. I think we come back down just a little bit like this, kind of another slight three-wave pullback, something like this. Take out the low, right? Come down here, take out the low. Right, so all this is all taken out. And then right after this, it just went vertical. Went absolutely vertical. So maybe you just play around and then vertical. Something like that, right? It's not identical, but the idea is there that and it matches up with price action. I don't just like ideas like, oh, we did this in the past, we're going to do this right now. It's like, okay, well, where are we in the cycle? What is price action doing? What is the macro doing? What is the micro doing? Right now the micro looks like it's in a corrective phase, right? It looks like we're in this phase right here, right? We're in this phase. Right? It looks like we're doing this. Something like that. Right? Something like that. As you can see, we did not take the low right here. We waited, we came back up again and then took the low. We waited, right? So what this does, what market makers do is they don't take the low, so they save this low. They save this low. They think people are safe. You think you're safe, right? You're making a higher low. Right? Oh, we're making a higher low. Oh, we're breaking out, right? What they do is they build up liquidity, a lot of liquidity right here. They enter down through here. They enter down through here, right? They enter at the lowest point, not the second lowest point. Second lowest point is first loser, straight up. Because what they do is they come down here, take this all, go sideways, because sideways is the most boring, unpredictable market, and then send it. So all the people right here have to then buy to fuel the move. Does that make sense? So, that's just my idea. That's what I think's going on right now. I know we have the Fed meeting today, but I mean, price action's reflecting uncertainty. It's reflecting a lot of bearish sentiment. It's reflecting anger. There's a lot of people that are angry right now. A lot of people that are just upset with crypto. A lot of people have lost money, right? And they're really clinched. They're really hoping for the Fed to cut rates and then immediately see price action. What happens if the Fed cuts rates and there's no immediate price action? What happens if it just kind of chops around? What kind of emotions are people going to experience? Right? That's what market makers want. Market makers want people to act on irrational emotions, right? Not a sound mind, not a mind acting on a plan, right? So I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, but I recommend having a plan, sticking to a plan, having an allocated set of funds, having stop losses if you feel uncomfortable with dips, having areas that you would like to buy, having areas that you'd like to sell, right? We have areas on here, right? They're down through here. So write this 1363 to 1333, right? You would take out all these lows, right? You'd take out these lows at 1363, double bottom, right? Double bottom. Highly possible. Where are we? Are we below the September open? Look lower. That's what we do. I know we put up price targets, but they're, in my opinion, right, channels that routinely look up when you're not really there yet are just get you in trouble, because you get this mindset of, okay, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up. Like, you got to have a hardened mindset that, hey, we're kind of in the trenches right now, and things could get worse, right? Prepare for the worst, or expect the worst. Prepare for the worst, expect the best. And so that's what I'm doing. I'll be just straight up. If we get down here again, if we get down through here again, I will be adding, right? I will be adding. I'm not adding really anything right through here. Not really adding it because it's still, it's, what is this, an A, B? Right? You know what I'm saying? That looks, that doesn't look, this doesn't look complete yet. This doesn't look complete. Even if we come up, something like that, then what are we doing here? Then you can just have a larger A, B, C. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, this, it just, either way, this correction doesn't look complete. And that's just kind of being in the markets and seeing price action and seeing what things do. We've crossed all the EMAs. We've crossed all the EMAs down low. So, right, we can come up. Now this 200, right? What did we do over here? Right, we kind of came up again, and then rejected and took out the low. Come up again, right? We had a higher high. Come up through here. Reject the 200, right? Because you had a lower high. We'd have a lower high, and then you get a lower low. Get a lower low, something like that, right? And then you kind of just go sideways, go sideways, go sideways, and then, right? Something like that, like tease the bears. Like, oh, we're gonna come up and reject again. Oh, we're gonna come up and reject again. Oh, no, we're not. You're dead too, because I mean they want both sides. Market makers want both sides. It's not a one side is defeated. It's all of retail. It's all your money. It's everything you have. They want, right? They're different creatures. They're not human. I'm just straight up. They're not. So, yeah, this 4 hour looks. I mean, I might need to just take out this. I'm just gonna take it out, honestly, because at this point, this is. I mean, you did break out. You did get overbought. Now we're just right. What are we doing now? I'm not gonna use this. I'll use something like this. I'll use something like this right here. Something like that. We don't need it on the daily. We don't need it on the 12 hour. Let's put it on the 4 hour. All right, there's so many levels. Now we have 4 levels to get above, right? Quadfecta. You got 1, 2, right? Moving average, downward sloping trend. You got 3, the 46.85, what we've used to bounce, so it's going to act as resistance, right? It's kind of acted as resistance, right? Takes a lot of steam out of the sales, right? Resistance. I hope you guys can see all this stuff through here, right? Just a lot of interaction, right? Got to get above that. And then once you get above that, if you do get above that, then you got this area up here, right? Do we get up and then reject and then come down again for, you know, still, I mean, yeah, you'd be technically breaking the trend line, but still have a lower high. You can get a lower low. So there's just a lot of possibilities, and it's to the bearish side right now. Right, I think we're setting up something up, especially on the weekly. When you come to the weekly looks bullish. The weekly does look bullish. It looks like we're finishing this up, right? It does. It looks like we're finishing this up. What is this? Is this on the daily too? We don't need this on the weekly. Just the weekly things. Just the weekly things. We have some key areas that we've just been staying below, right? I mean, we have a lot of resistance, a lot of areas that we need to get above, right? We are breaking down below this trend line on the weekly, right? Just straight red so far. It's what, Wednesday? Straight up red. And so let's just see what we're at, right? It does. We do look like we're trying to set something up, but it doesn't look right now. It doesn't look like it's in the bull's favor, if I'm being honest. It looks like, you know, you do want to come down and take out this low or this low, right? Try something just a little bit lower than go, right? They're going to try to clear people out. What are we doing on the weekly for the RSI, right? Coming up on a decision. I mean, look at this, coming up on a decision. Tell me you're coming up on a decision without doing it, right? I mean, you got to. By the end of next week, by September 22nd, you got it. It's either we're done and it's over, and we got to wait till the next cycle, or you got to wait for a couple months, right? Who knows? Or we're gonna move, right? You can't have both. You can't have a bull move and a bear move at the same time. There's got to be a decision, and I think market makers are doing this to toy with your mind. So have a plan, know what's at stake, right? Know that it feels easy, everyone would do it, right? It feels easy, everyone would just make money. but it's not. Most people lose most of their money most of the time. So if you keep that in mind, then you kind of have to understand that, wow, this is actually really difficult. The ups and the downs, you got to have a plan and stick with it. So I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. I have a plan. I know what I'm going to be doing. I know the levels that I'm going to be taking profits. I know the levels where I'm going to be adding. And so, right, I hope today helped. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for getting me up to 170 subs. I really appreciate it. I hope this information, is showing you something that other mainstream YouTubers aren't, right? I'm not just saying for a dollar price range or to the moon or, that's not how this works. This is a grind, and getting through these tough times, right, fortifies your mind, because once price starts to go crazy, you need to rely back on that plan that you have, right? Don't get greedy, right? Greed's one of the 7 deadly sins. Don't do that. That's bad. So, if you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.